bathtub, chilling in my bathtub. Hey, what are you doing in here? Oh man, this is so embarrassing. Let me get some clothes on. Okay, this is better. I've got some clothes on. Welcome back, guys. P3ZRAY here. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you an Ixion fight, a Behemoth fight, and a small section of a dungeon. And the reason I'm doing this video today is to give you guys a chance to make the frame rate a little bit better. You know, when you've got these big fates and there's loads of people around casting spells, it can get very laggy and the screen can be very juddery. Now, I haven't got a top of the range PC. I've got a bog standard PC and a decent graphics card. So if you go into character configuration and just put them two settings there to show limited, when anybody around you casts any spells, you won't see all the animation, but it does make for a more smoother gameplay, if you know what I mean. So I'll show you in the fights what I'm talking about, and it does really help. I've also changed nameplates. I've took off my nameplate. I don't really need to see my nameplate. I know what my name is in the game. And I've also took off minions, pets, and shorten everybody else's names down. If you want to pause the screen while I'm just breezing through them to see the settings I've got and give them a try, then go ahead. So right, the only thing I can do now is show you what I'm talking about. So let's flip over to a dungeon. Right, so in this dungeon, the only animations you will see are my own. Any of my party members, however, you won't see their animations. Now, in a dungeon, it's not too bad. To be honest, you never get that many issues when you're in a dungeon seeing everybody's animations. But I'm talking about when you go into like big fates, or if you're in a hunting party and you're trying to get some hunts, the screen can get absolutely chock-a-block. This, however, makes it so much more better. Right, you've seen the dungeon. Let's flip to the big boy. Here's Ixion. And again, there's a lot going on screen. And anybody that does Ixion fights, they will tell you there's that many people on screen, it is mad. Now, unless you've got like a crazy top of the range PC with all the best specs, even then I'd be surprised if you don't get a little bit of frame rate issue. I might be wrong. Like I say, I've never been able to get one myself. But for me, who's running a really cheap end PC with a decent graphics card, this is amazing. Now, I'm sure that if I hadn't have turned these settings down, that this video recording that you can see right now would be non-existent, because I wouldn't even be able to move. The screen would just be so glitchy and buggy, it'd just be horrible. Whereas right now, yeah, it's a little bit clunky from time to time. It's not like the best, it's not the smoothest by any means. But I've made a massive improvement, and that's all I'm bothered about. Now I can go into these hunts. Not all fights are going to be like Ixion. Everybody goes to Ixion, but from here on out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be smooth sailing. So I'm going to leave this fight for a second. I'm going to leave it running, and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, so that's the fate complete. Let me tell you, that's the first time I've ever killed Ixion. The first time I've ever seen Ixion. And I got 6 horns, so that's pretty cool. I'm well happy with that. Now, I think it was about 5 minutes after somebody shouted out that Behemoth had spawned, so I managed to get this fight as well. So another way of me showing you what the graphics is like, showing you the fight, the animations, all that good stuff. Now, when I say, or when I said earlier, should I say, that I've got a low-end PC, I really mean it. I'm like running 4 gigabytes of RAM. My processor ain't the greatest. Literally, it's just my graphics card that's doing all the hard work. And don't forget as well that as well as running this, I'm also screen recording, so there's a lot of pressure on my PC to perform this. Now, on a PS4, I did ask my brother to change his settings to see what his were like, and he said it made a massive improvement as well, especially with the Ixion fight. He doesn't normally get that much lag with the other hunts, but with the Ixion fight, it really did help. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fight Behemoth and come back to you guys nearer the end. Here we go. Boom! And I'm dead. Look, I'm not bothered. You can see now what I'm talking about. Loads of people on screen. The only thing I can see are health bars going up. And I could probably turn them off as well. For me, it makes sense to do this. You might run a PC that doesn't have these issues, so you don't even have to think about touching the settings. But for me, it helps massively. Again, there might be some people out there that are running it very similar to me, and they get a bit scared that the PC is going to blow up. I don't know, but yeah, try it out. Try the settings out. Like I say, it does help. The only thing I will say though is, not long after this, I went into a dungeon with my brothers, and Night Owl's a red mage, and I'm thinking to myself, why isn't he casting scatter? You know, cast something, and it turned out he was. It was just my settings. So yeah, a little bit of a noob move there, but I think I've covered everything. I'll be doing more videos on housing soon. Hopefully I'll do some more reviews. I'm definitely going to get around to doing a paladin video. It's just I'm trying to make sure that I know what I'm talking about, which quite clearly I don't always know what I'm talking about. But still, listen, all I'm going to say now, I'm going to leave this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please, please, please subscribe, like, comment. Don't forget to hit that notification symbol. That way you're going to stay up to date with all my videos. And that's it. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. Alright, as always, guys, stay safe.